So, I have been sharing with some people what has happened over the last few months in regards to this massive transformational experience that I've gone through. It's taken me a bit to integrate, and I honestly have to say I'm still figuring things out, but I think I'm ready to talk about it. Before I jump into it, I want to give a little bit of background. So I have been on my spiritual journey where I've been really trying to tap into who I am, my higher self, all of that kind of stuff, feel the feelings, and just that all started before COVID. And luckily, I started before COVID because the first course that I took that was helping me with this, it helped me get through COVID and this whole just the craziness of COVID. So it's been a great experience, all of the learnings and all of the mentors I've had through this process. But one of the things that I want to kind of go back to is the concept of intuition, because the intuitive piece is the piece that in some ways is like the biggest and really just from a foundational perspective. Our intuition, we don't listen to it as much as we should. I personally believe that society squelches intuition by just the things that we say to our kids. If mom or dad are crying or having a rough moment, the kids come up, "Are you okay?" And we tell our kids, "No, we're fine," because we want to be strong and stable for our kids. But we're also giving them a signal that their intuition isn't right. And so we just squelch it, just the way society is. But there's a lot of people out there who live based on like their gut feelings. And that's the feeling of intuition, like that you have this inner knowing. For some reason, you want to do something. And so you decide to do it and it works out right. Or the opposite, I don't want to do something and it turns out to be the right answer. And sometimes people will say, "Oh, that's God," or that's, whatever it is. It's, my perspective with all the training I've been through lately is, the God, source, higher self are all the same thing. So when I get a gut hit, it's my higher source, it's God, it's all the same thing talking to me. When I first got started down this path, I didn't have an inner voice. I might have gotten a gut hit, but it was just like, oh, I just have a feeling. It was disassociated from myself. And now it's much more associated. The first time that I knew that I was starting to tap into my higher self, I had a mentor that talked about just paying attention to like the little things, those little gut hits, like, oh, I should do this, or I shouldn't do this. Or maybe you're like drawn to buying something at the grocery store or this, or the drugstore, and you buy it, even though you might not need it today. All of a sudden, 2 days later, you need it. So I'd been actively just trying to listen to myself more. And the day that I knew that the voice was there was the day me and Steve and the kids got off of a cruise and we were meeting up with some friends to go to Legoland. And we had packed a bag on the cruise that this is our Legoland bag. This is the bag that we need with the sunscreen and the swimsuits because we're going to the Legoland water park, and the flip-flops and all the stuff that we needed to be at the Legoland water park was in this bag. And as we're getting ready to like close up the back of the car and head into the park, I just get this like sense that there's something that I'm missing. So I open up my suitcase and I'm like digging through my suitcase, but I don't really know what I'm looking for. And I keep like being drawn to this other bathing suit. I took 2 bathing suits on the trip and I keep like, no, and I tell myself, I already packed a bathing suit. My bathing suit is in the other bag. I don't need this second bathing suit. So I completely talk myself out of it. I close up the suitcase, close up the rental car, I shrug my shoulders, and I head with the family right on into the Legoland water park. It took us about a half an hour to get through all the way to the back of the park where the water park was. So we're in the locker room and I'm getting the kids changed. They're in their swimsuits, spraying them up. Everybody's heading out to, go get in the water. Steve was with the kids, and I'm going to go ahead and get myself dressed. Guess what was missing? The bottoms of my swimsuit were not in the bag. So I had the tops and no bottoms. So I'm like, this is crazy. Like my higher self told me to grab that other bathing suit. That's out here. And my conscious mind here is talking me out of listening to my higher self. And I just laughed out loud. I'm like, that's hilarious. And I'm like, I walk out of the locker room. I'm like, Steve, you're not going to believe this. That bathing suit that I kept almost grabbing, I needed it because my bottoms are missing. And everybody's laughing at me. It's a laughable moment. I can laugh at myself too. Not a big deal. But I had no bottoms. So I had 2 choices. Walk all the way back a half an hour and out an hour of walking to the car to go get the bottoms to my bathing suit that were missing, or grab the bathing suit that I meant to grab, that my higher self told me to grab that I ignored, or go to the store and buy one. So I bought like an ugly $60 bathing suit. Wasn't super happy about it, but I didn't want to spend an hour of our fun time walking back and forth. So that was like the first day that I just realized, when my higher knowing, my higher self, my inner knowing, when it speaks up, I just need to listen. And so the beginning of this story of my transformation, it starts with intuition. And I've got a lot of really cool stuff coming around around intuition. So I'm really excited about all of that. And I hope that those of you who are like I was, that like wanted to tap into higher self and just felt like you couldn't feel it, couldn't do it, it's there. You just have to slow down, listen, and lean into it. So I'll be back tomorrow launching this into the next piece, which is a huge intuitive piece where I knew something big was about to happen. I'm super excited, but I'll share with you more tomorrow. Have a great day, and just spend the day listening to yourself. Slow down. If you get that gut hit that you should or shouldn't do something, follow it. If you do opposite of it, write it down so that you can remember and remind yourself, I should have listened. Or, because intuition is amazing. The more you have it, the better. The more you can lean into it, the better it serves you. So with that, I will leave you with a cliffhanger that tomorrow we're going to jump into the beginnings of how intuition, I knew my transformation was coming. I knew it. And we'll talk about that tomorrow. So have a great day.